The following contest, depending on disagreeing for it to matter, is for the TDOW Heavyweight Championship. Still the challenger, the Damn Z. And the champion,
King Blackbird. For over 400 days, my reign has lasted.
Oh, by the way,
glorious it may be.
we're releasing you.
Oh, wait, you can't. There's only two of us.
Worth a shot.
Also, I'd take this with me. I'll go to some other, maybe Cultaholics hiring, I'll just take this with me. How about that?
Well, that'd be something to see, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be.
Anywho, Survivor Series. I'm pretty sure I mentioned it before, but it's my first pay-per-view. I'm still really fond of it, and I'm not as excited as I usually am, but I'm still pretty stoked.
Well, neither is WWE, apparently.
Yeah, that's part of why.
Yeah. Well, part of the reason was apparently because they just did Crown Jewel, so they didn't want to like immediately go up to another pay-per-view, and they wanted to relax. So like, okay, but you could also not do the Saudi Arabia shows, you know. But
Oh, that was a pay-per-view for October, wasn't it?
yeah, that's why I didn't cover that one. Fuck that shit. Sounds like a good show though. Sounds like they're actually putting effort, but you know, still ain't gonna watch it.
Yeah.
So, Survivor Series. And not only have they not really done much, they announced the teams on social media and then changed them because Adam Pearce might be a heel now?
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with him.
Adam Pearce wants Raw to win, even though he's clearly on both shows and making decisions on both shows.
Yeah. So, as of now, see this change. The men's Survivor Series. You got Team Raw's Rollins, Balor, Owens, Theory, and Lashley versus Team SmackDown, McIntyre, Hardy, Woods, Corbin, and question mark? And we're not even going to try to guess who that might be because they could announce one thing on SmackDown while we're recording and then change it the day of. But, for my prediction, I think Team SmackDown is going to win, mostly because most of the people on Team Raw were just on SmackDown. Like I said, until they changed it to add Lashley and then Theory, who was just called up from NXT, everyone on Team SmackDown Team Raw had just been on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So like, I had to look this up. I watched Cultaholics video. I paused it to see the graphics, and it took me a second to realize who was supposed to be on what team because of that.
Yeah.
So, but also, if you noticed, Team Raw is very heel heavy. Like Balor is the only face, and even then, he's kind of a tweener right now. Whereas Team SmackDown's very face heavy. So I think they're going to win, and I'm going to pick Drew as my lone survivor, with maybe Woods in there too.
Okay, yeah, that all makes sense, because they are building up Drew. He's probably going to eventually be feuding for Roman for the Universal title. Let me see the list, because I'll go Raw to have something different. I'll go with Kevin Owens.
Ooh.
They seem to be doing something with him right now.
Yes. Of course, they also released him.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. So, the women's Survivor Series match. You're on Team Raw. You got Belair, Ripley, Morgan, Carmella, and Vega. Versus SmackDown, you got Banks, Baszler, Shotzi, Natalya, and Toni Storm got added in place of Aaliyah, who I don't know who she is. I think she was from SmackDown.
She just showed up, said, "Hey, I'm on SmackDown now,"
Yeah.
and then she had her first match, and then apparently since she's friends with Naomi, Sonya Deville kicked her out.
Yeah, I got that, and then they replaced for Toni Storm, and Toni Storm's good, so.
Yeah.
So in the inverse, I'm going to go with Team Raw to win, and I think Bianca is going to be she's going to be one of the survivors. I don't know if they're the single survivor, sole survivor, but they're building her up.
Yeah.
Also, she deserves it after the fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
But it might be her and Ripley. So.
Yeah, well, that's actually who I was going to pick. But again, they've just thrown this together. It's not like, oh, I'm picking against what I think they're going to do, because I have no fucking idea. I don't even think they do. This will probably change as the show's going on. But I will pick SmackDown and Baszler.
Okay. All right, and now just the champions match. So you got Damian Priest, the U.S. champion.
I was wondering
versus,
who the U.S. champion was.
Shinsuke Nakamura, the Intercontinental title champion.
This should be a good one.
Yeah, right. I had the same thing. Like, when I was thinking, okay, Shinsuke is the IC title, the IC champion. Like, who is it? Oh, yeah, it's Damian Priest. Ooh.
Because he's not on the Hulu version of Raw.
Yeah, but even then, like, whenever I hear he's doing really good, whenever they show him. So I think I'm going to pick with Damian Priest to win.
I'll go with Shinsuke Nakamura because they need to have him do something with that title.
Well, that's true.
Granted, they didn't have him do anything when he was United States champion,
or the first time he was IC champion.
Well, I just remember that there was a Survivor Series where he was United States champion and Rollins was Intercontinental Championship, and we hadn't seen Shinsuke for like weeks. Except when they started to build it up Survivor Series, and he like cut some half-assed promos.
Yeah. All right. In your tag title exhibition, you got RK Bro versus the Usos.
Okay, I'm gonna go with RK Bro to win because I'm thinking the loss is gonna have effects with the Bloodline storyline. Right. So
man, we're gonna disagree on all these. I'm going with the Usos. I think they're gonna keep the Bloodline strong.
Yeah. Okay.
They the ones.
Okay.
We the ones. This one, I don't know, we might agree. Becky Lynch versus Charlotte Flair in the women's titles. I think Becky's gonna win again, because just to make up for SummerSlam, if they're gonna do this, push her all the way. But this one's really fascinating because of the actual real life stuff going on.
Yeah, this one actually has me nervous.
Yeah,
because Becky and Charlotte, like before everything, were BFFs. And I saw a snippet of an interview. Becky doesn't trust Charlotte anymore.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, because like their feud leading up to the WrestleMania, like had me legit concerned that they hated each other. So this match is either going to be really awesome, oh my god, call an ambulance, or like I'm worried they might actually try to hurt each other.
They might work themselves to a shoot, brother.
Yeah, but. In any case, I will go with Becky to win because I just want Charlotte to go away now.
Yeah,
I've stopped following her on Twitter, and I'm just surprised. Apparently, like people are saying they don't recognize her anymore and stuff like that.
Well, some people are saying like how much maybe it's a work now because the way they did promos and the way they did interviews and things. But I don't know. Like when Becky's like we're not friends anymore, and she really did like Charlotte. Like, they were legitimately pissed. Yeah. And she just threw the title down because there was supposed to be the moment where Becky, like, grabs both the belts and holds them up for a second before handing the one over. And Charlotte didn't want to look bad. I'm just like, oh, God. You know? So, I don't know. So, like, honestly, I went back.
Maybe they've worked it out and they're using it now. But
I went back and forth on this because of that. Because, like, Charlotte is still the golden child that they love. So
she's on Smackdown specifically because Fox wanted her.
Yeah, so they could have her win, but I feel she needs to face some kind of repercussion for this.
Yeah.
So, we're going with Becky. And then, Biggie versus Roman Reigns in the match of the two main titles.
Yeah.
I am going to go with Big E via disqualification.
Okay.
Because I don't think they're going to let Roman... If Roman loses here, I don't think it's going to hurt him, but Big E needs the win. But, like, I think the Bloodline is going to get involved, and the New Day is going to get involved, and there's going to be a big schmoz thing. Something's going to happen.
This is actually more or less exactly what I was going to say, because I was assuming we were going to disagree on this, because it was like I didn't even think as far ahead as Big E needs the win. Because, Big E does need the win. I hadn't really thought of that, but... They could have Roman lose. This would be a good time to have Roman lose because he wouldn't lose the title.
Yeah.
And I was actually thinking that would because the Bloodline tries to get involved, but then the New Day shows up and Kofi gets his revenge. Do we know if he's really injured or if that's just part of the story?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't looked that up, but he might be.
But so here's how we could still get a point. I will say Big E wins, but not because of a disqualification.
Okay, that works. Yeah, well, I went back and forth on this all day because I was originally going to pick Roman.
Yeah.
But then some of the prediction videos, I was like, man, that's a good point. Like, Big E could win this, and then since it's not a title match and they don't want to take the title off Roman, but I don't think it's going to be a clean win.
Yeah.
Which, it's a little, it's kind of meh, but like, it works for the storyline they're telling.
Yeah.
Like, out of all the stuff happening on Survivor Series, this is the one that feels like I'm looking forward to because it's the one that only one that has real story development.
Yeah.
Because, and it worked because you have Biggie on SmackDown. No, he's on Raw. Yeah, he's on Raw, but Kofi and
Xavier.
they're on SmackDown, so like there's still the tie there.
Yeah.
So I wish we'd gotten promos between him and Roman more. I really look forward to that. Like that's why I love, like, as much as the stupid brand supremacy thing is, I've loved the back and forth promos when they bring it up.
Yeah.
Again, just like I wanted Bobby Lashley to be the champion against Roman Reigns just for the promos, not even against Bobby and Roman, but fucking Heyman and MVP.
Yeah, I was.
Jesus, that would have been great.
I wasn't watching when Biggie took the title off of Lashley, but when I heard that, I was like immediately disappointed. I was like, oh no MVP versus Heyman promos.
But we would have gotten that anyway.
Apparently not.
So, all right. So those are predicted. I actually disagree on quite a few. So
yeah,
we'll have to,
that was deliberate.
Yeah.
For once.
All right. Good. So the punishments.
Yes.
It is November. Thanksgiving is right around the corner. And the thing that they've brought back is the Jones Soda Holiday Pack with such flavors as turkey dinner, gravy, green beans, and some others that I think corn? I don't know. But we're going to try to find that pack. And the loser has to pick one of those via a D6 and drink it. And if we can't find that, we have a blender.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Woo-hoo.
And again, even if I win. I want to talk to the writers. This is bullshit.
I dropped my case.
So, yeah, Survivor Series. Should be fun.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else to say.
I can't either, other than this is mine still.
Yeah.
We're going 500 days. This is mine till Christmas.
I need a Thanksgiving miracle. Is that a thing?
No.
It needs to be a thing.
No. And I forbid it for being the thing. Nobody make that a thing. I have spoken. This I command!
Careful when you swing that thing.
That's what she said.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.